Core field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's FALCONPALADIN coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Queen versus Best here on Overwatch. Top left, our purple Protoss player. It's gonna be Best. And in the bottom right, we have Queen. An excellent, excellent Zerg player. Best is a highly elite Protoss player. We've got Organ watching here, who is Piano. And a white barcode player who has 30 APM. I have no idea who that is. Alright, so it's going to be a PvZ here on Overwatch. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've cast a PvZ for some reason. A lot of PvT, a lot of TvZ. For those of you who like that matchup, got a flash game last week. He matched up against 815 on a weird map called Othello. I don't think I've ever cast a map on that before since that game. So if you missed a flash game, he has his own playlist, okay? So go to my channel at youtube.com/FalconPaladin, hit the playlist option, look for the flash playlist, also playlists for Bisu and Jadong, and who else is warranted their own playlist? I think Larva has one. Might be Larva that has one, or Terror. One of those two. Kind of consider them to be the same player, to be honest, but anyway, I probably shouldn't. But Overpool opening here from Queen. Probe shows up, says, yes, yes. Everything is in order. Actually, it's a robot, right? So it's a yes, yes, everything is in order. I actually had my daughter tell me that that robot voice is too stereotypical, so it's not a good one. I was like, what? Huh? But I guess, I don't know, Star Wars robots don't talk like that, right? Star Wars robots have inflection, and they sound like people. Like KS-2O in Rogue One has inflection. R2-D2 has inflection. He doesn't even speak English. C-3PO is the same way. Like, yeah, I get it. But speaking of which, I've been watching Andor. Really enjoying it, too. Like, it's honestly some of the best writing that Star Wars has had possibly ever. Like, I'm going to be honest. My attraction to Star Wars is not traditionally the writing. It's not. I like the lightsaber battles, and I love the space battles. And it's spectacle, and it's fun. And, like, Darth Vader poning all those hapless rebels at the end of Rogue One is just a visually, emotionally stunning thing, right? But it's, I don't know, the character work and the writing has never been the best. That was never George Lucas's intention, right? Like, sometimes the bots are the best written characters in all of the Star Wars films. So, yeah, what Tony Gilroy is doing with Andor, and he wrote Rogue One, and he did the Bourne trilogy, too, and he did Michael Clayton as well. That's what he's mostly known for, but yeah, man, I just watched the first 3 episodes and, like, blew me away. The writing is good. The music is amazing. The acting is great. The filming, like, not the filmography. What's it called? The filmology. I don't know what the word is, but when the camera work is really good. How they frame things. I don't know what that word is. Whatever. It's after midnight. My brain's falling out of my head. Done a lot of casting today because I'm going to be out of town for the weekend of, what is it? Like October 8th and 9th. So I'm back now by the time this thing posts. But yeah, definitely gone. So I'm trying to cast a whole bunch so my buffer keeps up because I like having a buffer because, I don't know, if something comes up, you guys need a caster the next day. And if I'm not available, it makes me feel bad. So there's a buffer. That's how it works. Anyway, what's happening in StarCrafty things? Well, there's a Forge, there's a Gateway, there's a Zealot on the way, there's a third base from Kaveen. We're going to see Storm. We're maybe going to see some Reaver shots, too. Hydra Den, not a Spire opening here. Okay. I actually appreciate that quite a bit. I feel like we've seen Scourge openings, Muta openings against Protoss in, like, the last 17 ZVPs that I've cast. So Stargate is opening, even though he recognizes there's going to be 100 Mutalisks out by the time the first Corsair shows up. And this could even be, this could just be some straight up Hydra pressure, which is interesting to me that we're not seeing. Is that a second Forge? Dude. Best is prioritizing upgrades here over anything else. I thought he'd be getting a Citadel for sure. Trying to tech up to that Psionic Storm as fast as Protossly possible, but apparently not. This is speed on Hydras, man. This is Hydra timing. How is he going to defend this? You need the Citadel, man. You need the Citadel for speed for your Zealots and to get High Templar out with Storm eventually. I don't like this. I don't like this from Best at all. It seems like a really bad opening for him. And keep watching the production tab. Citadel of Adun. That's the building you... Does he already have it? Am I just blind? What's the Krennic line? Are we blind? I've only seen the meme recently from Rogue One where the director Krennic's like, are we blind? Deploy the birthday wishes. That's the memed version, but what's the actual line? Can't remember. He's going to visit Jalen Urso or whatever. Galen Urso? Jin's dad? Whatever. I've watched Rogue One a couple times, but... Yeah, so behold, the Hydra pressure. And look, a Citadel of Adun. Getting started after the Hydras are already here. That's not true. He started it at some point before that. It's fine. Citadel's on the way. He's going to lose a gateway here. Oh, I wonder if he made the forge because he's preparing to lose the forge. Yeah, you know what? This is a backup forge. He knows this one's going to die. So he just started +1 on the other one. Interesting. I like it. I like it quite a bit, actually. That is some foresight from Best, for sure. Lair on the way. Fantastic. Macro hatch on the way. Fantastic. So this isn't making all the Hydras in the world and trying to win with this, which is kind of too bad for Queen, because I feel like he could have won with this. Storm is eons from completing. Templar Archives is on the way? Overlord says, what is happening in here exactly? He doesn't know there's no storm. Dude, if he jumps in here and busts this pylon down, I don't know. Queen, he's supply block because his Overlord went in for the scouting and he didn't replace it. Yeah, you know what? I really think there was a window there in which Queen could have just won. If he hadn't gone for the lair, and if he just kept pumping Hydras out, I think he kills this, and I think he wins the game. Corsair on the hunt. Has already killed one Overlord, already taken some damage, too, for it, though. Those Overlords are protected by a Hydralisk, and there shouldn't be any in the main, because those Overlords should be being made in the natural base instead. Templar Archives on the way. Robotics facility coming in. Yeah, I think Best dodged a bullet. I really do. Legs just kicked in, you can tell. The Zealots are like, speed walking winners here. Metabolic boost isn't done, so they're faster than Lings. You don't see that a whole lot, do you, in ZVP, when the Zealots are faster than the Zerglings. Third base, a bit under attack. Lurker aspect, not even close to done yet. Make us sunken, hurry! Yeah, but if Lings kind of hold that with Hydras at the top of the ramp, this is a wider ramp to deal with. Zealots seem to be ignoring that one and just going for the natural base now, which again, you have to defend both of these places. Sunken, not done yet. Zealots getting right on in. Hydra micro back very nicely. These Zealots are like, do we want to come in here? Sunken is done, but Sunken Zergling Hydra, great combo. If you're if you are struggling with Zealots, highly recommended combo. Yeah, so Sunken is going to stay alive. Drones are fighting in here too. Zealots say, that Sunken sucks. Get into the main mineral line. Go. Just Storm's being researched and High Templar are coming in, and yeah, I mean, that was a window. I think Queen had a window. Best delayed some tech there. Got his economy up and running. It's 42 to 36 workers. I think Best got away with something there. I really do. This Sunken being alive is awesome for the Zerg player. Oh, we're going mutas. Okay. He's like, well, it's not a Corsair fleet. It's not any more than one Corsair. Oh, he's going to drop DTs in the main. There's an Overlord here, though. Okay. So the reaction time has got to be from down here. I guess there's mutas. They can deal with DTs pretty well, actually. So, hey, it worked out. We're getting some Maelstrom. Oh, RJB casts are the best, man. RJB replays are the best. And sure, Hydralisk Den? Nah, they say. Oh, there's an Overlord here. Run! Get out of here, Zerglings. Making sure this Corsair is where it is, and Best very circumspectly gets the heck on out of there. But yeah, so we're getting Dark Archon with the Maelstrom upgrade, which, love it. Like, you just have to love it, don't you? Dark Archons, man. They used to be super rare. I feel like for the first 4 years of casting Brood War, I saw Dark Archons like 10 times. Maybe. In thousands of games cast, man. And now, it seems like, I don't know, 2022 is the year of the Dark Archon. How many games have I cast with this spellcaster in it? A bunch. I put them in the thumbnail every time because you guys love them, but is it becoming commonplace? Is it becoming normal? Man, let me know in the comments. Do you still click just because there's a Dark Archon in the thumbnail, or are you like, nah, whatever. Look, surprise mutas, sucker! One cannon's not enough to save your probes. Oh, no, but the Dark Archon getting sniped. Ah, but the Maelstrom and the Storm combo. And the mutas are like, get us out. No! One Dark Archon died, but the Maelstrom Storm combo is unstoppable. 6/6 combo. Anything that roots the enemy in place and allows you to still do damage to them is insanely good in RTS. Insanely good in a lot of things. Insanely good in first-person shooters. And insanely good in MOBAs. And come on, insanely good in MMORPGs. Anything that keeps your opponent from being able to run away or close into attack range on you, and they can still take damage, is the best. Alright, so Queen says, well, all my mutas died. That sucks. I guess Zerglings now? I don't know. It is not looking good. I'm going to argue right now. There was a window for Queen. It closed, and since then, I think it's been best show thus far. I really do. Not that it's over. This game is not complete. Something complete. But Hive's on the way. Okay, so once you get Dark Swarm and Plague out, things change. Right? Plague, especially in this stage of the game, where it's just a lot of Zealots and Dragoons and High Templar. Plaguing these guys is awesome. Like super mega ultra lightning sick. Bottom left base cleared for Queen. Got a 4th base coming up. Got a 3rd base warping in now for Bass at the 12 o'clock here on Overwatch. And yeah, there aren't a lot of bases to take on this map. There are about 5 you can get if you split the map in half. And then there are these minerals-only bases in the middle that suck because there's high ground you have to worry about right above the minerals. So taking it, sure, players do take it, but it's just something extra to worry about. And it's terrible. Adrenal glands on the way. Defiler round coming in. Lurkers being morphed in eggs. That's where lurkers come from. As your mommy and daddy had to talk with you about where lurkers come from, because it's eggs. It's a pretty short story, honestly. When a lair and a Hydralisk love each other very much, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's like 12:30 in the morning. I'm a bit loopy, if you couldn't tell, but hit the like button if you're enjoying this. Just a reminder, it just helps the algorithm know that I'm here. It's a way to support the channel without throwing any money at me at all. No money from your pocket, just a like. And I've been paying attention to this, actually, on YouTube videos. Like, videos, what's the ratio of likes to views that is good? And I don't know. Like, I've been paying attention. Some videos that I've watched that have like 1.5 million views only have, I don't know, like 10,000 likes. And that seems bad. That seems like a really low like ratio. So I don't know. Like I've looked back at some of my casts that have like 30,000 views, and they've got maybe 100 likes or something, and it's like, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about that now. Lings with Adrenal are out. They are running. Wait, do we have the Adrenal? I'm assuming they have the Adrenal because Consume's on the way, and usually Adrenal comes before that. Hang on, attack something real quick. No? Oh yeah, Adrenal's done. Okay, great. Adrenal is complete. I might have said that. Whatever. Little Storm. Oh, picking off some High Templar, though. High Templar and High Templar lives with all of 10 HP there. These Lings willing to sacrifice themselves for High Templar. That's the goal here. As Best sets up for another base on this left side. So this is technically Queen's. Hang on. Yeah, this is Queen's and this is Best technically, but the Zerg player needs to have that extra base up on the Protoss if they're going to defeat them. You know how this works. I know how this works. We all know how this works. Plague being researched quite nicely. We got Lings heading up to the 12 o'clock 3rd base, but there's Zealots and High Templar on a wall here, so Good luck. Like, I don't know, man. Ling, oh, that guy finally gets picked off. He survived one near-death experience, only to die like 20 seconds later. Ooh, these Adrenalings are like, we can kill this Nexus. There's only 3 of us. We don't care. Look at that. Oh my gosh, Adrenalings are bad. Bad mothers. I don't know, man. Did you guys see the Summoning Salts video? He did a video about the world record for Mega Man 2. Summoning Salt is like a great channel. You should subscribe to him. Not that he like needs my help, but anyway, he had one of his videos set as not age appropriate, which means advertisers just completely shut it down, and it doesn't get recommended by YouTube either. So like that sucks, because he had a clip from someone who broke the world record in Mega Man 2 on Twitch, and he dropped 3 F-bombs. The speedrunner did in this like victory celebratory rant. So like dropped 3 F-bombs in like 10 seconds, and they were like, nope, your video breaks our rules for everything, and for bad stuff, all the rules got broken. And he's like, what's going on? And then it got Plague! It got demonetized and remonetized. Feedback on that Defiler was hot. Demonetized and remonetized and demonetized and remonetized and demonetized. Finally, I think, and then he had to edit the video to take that out, that one part out, and then re-upload it. And just like, that's why there's no swearing in my videos. Because I don't want to run afoul of nice feedback on that Defiler too on the content reviewers for the advertisers for YouTube, because they will get you, man. You ever wondered? I mean, I was a family-friendly StarCraft channel even before all this shenaniganery happened. But I feel good about the decision now. So, Ling's Ultras, I don't know. The Zerg player's not winning these battles. Like, not even close. There's too much Storm. There's too many Dragoons. No Dark Swarms are getting tossed down. Plagues instead. It's 3-2 upgrades for the Gateway units and only 2-1 upgrades for the Lurkers here. So, Best is killing it, man. Psionic Storm is a good unit. Scourge want to kill these Obs, but there's like 3 of them. And there's still 1 remaining after the death of 2. So good spread on these Lurkers. Really fantastic spread on these Lurkers. Overlord's getting killed too. Wandering into Lurker range without your Ob's help is not really recommended. This top right base is pretty vulnerable. And I think if Best made a beeline for it, he could probably kill it. But he also wants to defend this minerals on the base that he took at the 12 o'clock, well, north side of the map. Queen rounding up for another attack, potentially here over to the 9 o'clock position. Is he accidentally going to scout this? He accidentally is going to scout this shuttle. He wasn't even intending to scout that shuttle, but he scouted that shuttle. So he has to unload here, I guess. Oh, but not the High Templar. Not the High Templar, though. This is great. The Lings are Adrenal Lings. They should be able... No, too many. The upgrades are too strong, man. Too strong. Where did that shuttle go? Did it come back around? No, but really, where did that shuttle go? It disappeared. It was down here, and it was heading this way. Maybe it died to Scourge. That is actually probably the most likely option of what happened to that thing. Feedback on these Defilers. Okay, I don't know that I've cast a game that has had 3 feedbacks on Defilers. You don't see Dark Archons that much. Usually they're going to be used for Maelstrom. More than feedback, and there aren't that many Dark Archons anyway, so like, whatever. But yeah, he keeps feedback in Defilers here, which is sick. It's like irradiating them, except better, because they die quicker. Robotic Support Bay coming in, and there is one subscriber of mine. Every time a Protoss player loses ZVP, it's because they didn't make Reavers. And like, sure, I get it. I think I agree with you, so you're going to be happy with this game, because Reavers are on the menu, boys. Although, I don't know, how necessary are they? These Lurkers are all dying. This base is not going to happen. This little Ling stuff, it's just not... I don't know. I don't feel like Queen has really won an engagement. Sure, this is impossible to traverse for the Protoss right now. Until he gets some Reavers out, absolutely true. But the rest of the map belongs to the Protoss. Like, there's just nothing that Queen's been able to mount. Oh, is he dropping? He's dropping. All right, cool. So this bottom left base doesn't exist. Best isn't really trying to mess with it. Dun 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 dun. It's a drop. Queen knows the power of the drop. Zerg players don't do this as much as I would like them to. It's really, really excellent and so hard to deal with. It's like a recall, man. Except you have to bring in a ton more stuff than one Arbiter. Anyway, it's cool. It's fine. You know what? Best handled that fairly well. Yeah, I mean, these gateways took some damage, but none of them took anything but shield damage, so whatevs. That was actually not the best drop in the whole world, but good attempt by Queen. I'm not going to, like, be mad at him for it. Nice feedback again. Good Plague! Dark Swarm, Plague, feedback, feedback! Oh, he feedbacked that one. I don't think I had enough energy for it to die from feedback. That's funny. He, like, baited that feedback out. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. Where are my Reavers at? We're working on Gravitic Drive for the faster shuttle movement for them Reavers. Queen still has not really managed to expand down this bottom left way. He needs that. This is it. This is the base. If Queen holds this, he wins. He does. He wins the game. Good Plague. Great Plague. And you storm inside the Dark Swarm. You try to avoid getting... There's another Plague on top of the first Plague. Try to avoid getting feedback there. I don't know, man. Queen's down 50 supply, which is pretty bad at the 21-minute mark. Like, they're supposed to be down for the first 16, 17 minutes, but then everything starts getting really tough for the Protoss player. But the Plagues are the great equalizer here, don't ya know? Taking the HP down of these units to nothing. All they've got are their shields is insanely good. And yeah, this is why Queen hasn't taken this base yet, is because he can't. He can't defend it. Not happening. And I think Queen needs it. I really do. He hasn't even taken this mineral base. So that's bad news for the Zerg. Good news for the Protoss, though. Zerg not taking the bases that he should be taking. These guys 3-2-3 upgrades on these dudes. Oh, we're making Ultras. Kindness plating is on the way. I don't know how I feel about that. We might get some Maelstrom on Ultralisks, though. That'd be fun. That would be, like, really, truly, awesomely fun. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do that. Maelstrom is a great spell. We don't see it a lot, but it's fantastic. All right, look. So, sure. Best is kind of mining out of his two bases. His mineral-only base is helping, but... it's not Zealots. He's just not making Zealots here. He's making High Templar and Reavers, and those are the expensive things. They need gas. Mineral-only income is not going to help him as much there, right? Right. Yeah, but +2 shield upgrades at 22 minutes is nuts. Best is so good at this. Little High Templar drop here inside the main. He's forced to use Storms. Okay, that was not the best thing in the whole world. Anabolic Synthesis is on the way. Does he have money to make Ultras? Absolutely not. Oh, because he just made 13 of them. Okay, 13 Ultras on the way. Always reminds me of when I went to the Heart of the Swarm launch for StarCraft 2 at Blizzard headquarters, and there was a show match, and one of the Zerg players just pumped, yeah, like 13 Ultras at the same time, and I was like, oh, okay. That was, like, super exciting to see that live. Anyway... yeah, man, 14 Ultralisks in production. So, Zealots are good, Dragoons are good, Storm is good, Maelstrom is good, Archons are pretty good, Reavers are good against Ultras. That's the list of things that are good against Ultras. It's pretty much everything that the Protoss has right now. So, we'll see. We saw, was it Queen that did this against... was it a ZVT? No, it was a ZVP he did that in. I don't remember who the other player was, though, but it was on the channel not long ago on Cross-Chain. I don't know if it's a Patreon cast or not, at patreon.com/FalconPaladin, but yeah, this is Queen's... I don't know if this is like a recent thing from him or what, but he's waiting for Anabolic Synthesis, I think. He's trying to take this bottom left base. He's got Lurkers, he's got Scourge to kill any obs that are coming along, and Bess is kind of letting it happen. And the Ultralisks are here, and they don't really care about your cannons as much as you would like them to. Maelstrom on 2 of the Ultralisks. Reaver in the house. Maelstrom on the Hydras too. Holy smokin' Zola there, but this minerals only base is gonna die. The Lings, nope. We let it live for now. These Lings are left behind to die for sure. And that was not bad. I don't know if any of the Ultras died there. The two that got Maelstrom didn't really get focused down or killed or anything. And suddenly Queen's up, 200 178 supply. Dude, this is... I mean, I don't know that you can ever really guarantee you'll have the opportunity to just pump 13 Ultras out at the same time as a Zerg player, but I don't know. It sure seems like that's what Queen is into these days. And it seems pretty good. Especially against a Terran who's just making Marines. That's not what this is. This is a lot more dangerous than just a giant Marine ball. Oh, Ling sniping that Reaver would be so good. It has to defend itself, though. Okay, and it does. It's down to 50 HP, but it's alive. Yeah, like I said, this base is key. If Queen holds this, I think he wins the game. Nothing else really matters. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. No, I really don't think it does. Once that Dark Archon dead, the Archons are like, hey, you leave our cousin alone. He's weird, but we love him. He is ours. You mess with him, you mess with us. 197 and 185 supply in favor of the Zerg player right now. Lings, Lurkers coming in from the right. This is really kind of an anemic attack. Dark Swarm changes that, though. As per usual, the Dark Swarm changes everything. The Reaver shots. Keeping these Ultras back for now. Best pulling back here, too. He really wants this base to stay alive, which is why he's investing so much in cannons on it. 9 cannons in production at the same time right now. 9 cannons. Ultralisks on the high ground. They can't shoot down to the low ground. They wish that they could. Can I like tear off a tusk and throw it at those probes? That would kill them, right? Then you wouldn't have your tusks anymore, silly overlord. This is intense right now. This is pretty nuts. Is that another drop? It's another drop attempt on this base, which has Reaver and High Templar defense at it. Okay, but the Reavers are dead and the High Templar are dead, and the army's coming up to try to save the day, but the Lings are singularly focused on killing this Nexus, and I think they're going to be able to do it here. That's a pretty big deal. And that Nexus down, that is about a third of the mineral income here for Best, and fully half of his gas income too. So replanting that immediately is really important. Queen is actually supply blocked after losing some overlords during that attack, which again is a problem with those kind of huge drop attacks. Hey, remember all those cannons you were making earlier? Says Queen. I'm just going to eat them all. Don't mind me. Kill every one of those cannons and then maybe not stick around. Okay, we're going to stick around. We're going to stick around forever. Beautiful Maelstrom on those Ultralisks. The Storm combo. The Maelstrom Storm combo from Best here has been so good. Archon standing in, just eating Ultra attack damage, but are there too many Ultras? I don't know. He just consumed an Overlord to get more Dark Swarm popped up, and I think Best might just be running on fumes here. He's down 156 to 122 supply. The Ultras are in the kitchen. This minerals only base is toast, and I don't know if Best is going to be able to hold on. He just mined out of his 12 o'clock base. He's down 50 supply. That Nexus is dead. He's got this one mining base, and that's it. He's trying to make High Templar DTs to get big swings on these Ultralisks. But Queen, baby. Queen, with that 13 Ultralisk production, 14 Ultras at the same time, I think he might have done it. The DTs are getting some serious hits off on these Ultras. There's no Overlords in the general neighborhood. There was one, but then it ended up getting, ow. It did get consumed, which is funny stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're just going to let the Reaver try to kill us while we knock down this Nexus right after it finishes. And once that Nexus is dead, there's no income at all for Best. He sees the writing on the wall. He's going to try to engage with these ow. He's not going to try to engage with the Reavers because he's not stupid. Yeah, I mean, it's a very anemic-looking army remaining here for Best. Again, 12 o'clock mined out. This base dead. 100 minerals in the bank. No real fantastic chance to go for any more. I mean, this is... That was a great game from Queen. I think he's just got it won. 134 to 90 total supply. Yeah, I mean, Lurkers. Are there any OBS? I don't know if there's any obs. Oh no! The lurkers are overpowered. He's making an observer with the remaining whatever he's got left here. He's going to lose that robo. Oh, was that what the obs was in? No, it's a different robo, but it doesn't matter. Best taps out. And Queen is your winner in 29 minutes and 58 seconds. Absolutely insanely good ZVP there. Like, just well done. Well done. And a bag of chips there to Queen. Thanks, RJB, again, for the great replay. Check him out at RJB TV on YouTube. Just search that, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description here, okay? Wow. Once again, Queen just hanging on. Saving up money to get 14 Ultralisks in production at the same time. And just, you know, keeping them alive. They don't get very many kills, right? 0 kills, 2 kills, 1 kill, 1 kill, 0 kills, 1 kill, 0 kills. Like, these ultras are not big kill getters, but they tank a ton of damage. They do a ton of damage to buildings especially. And that was what it was. Killed this twice, and that's it. That was the key. And like I said, holding on to this bottom left base for Queen was everything for him. He needed this income. He needed this gas. Because he was running out everywhere else, man. I guess he still had this thing going somehow magically. Zerg just doesn't saturate their bases as heavily as Protoss and Terran do. And it means that they have, like, mineral patches left in their main base at 29 minutes. That's how nuts that is. Yeah, but I mean, good Maelstrom, good Storm usage there, too, from Best. He did his very best, obviously. Haha, best puns. But couldn't quite pull it out there. Just so much Zerg. And once the Zerg player gets up to that many Ultras with a Ling support and beautiful Dark Swarms and Plagues to weaken the units and the Ultras to come in and crash on top of them, it's just so hard. It is so hard as a Protoss to win in that particular situation. The Reavers were out, right? The Storm was out. The upgrades were good. But, you know, fully upgraded Ultras and fully upgraded Cracklings are pretty awesome too. Well done. Fantastic display of Zerg there from Queen. Gets that win. 245,000 points there for Best 260 for our guy. Queen did get outproduced 800 to 200. Wow, that's brutal by Queen. And then Best outkilled the Zerg player 600 to 200. So that's your difference right there. Yeah, this kill death ratio was amazing, but they got outproduced so hard. 4-1. Got outproduced 4-1, but I got outkilled 3-1, and that's it. That's your math. Also, buildings raised. Not many Zerg structures died today. 1. I think that was a sunken maybe. And then resources, 74,000 spent to 64,000 spent. That bottom left base was humongous. That was a big part of it for sure. And then just making sure that Best really never felt totally comfortable about the 9 o'clock position. That is a difference here too. So just GG. Just such a good game there from Queen. Well done. Best played very well too. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.